Ladies and gentlemen, in the current status quo of having adopted children to know their biological parents, it is optional to them after they pass a certain age, when the foster parents think that they are mature enough to actually make their own decisions, whether they will want to actually know their own biological parents, to question them on reasons why are they abandoned, or reasons why they put up for adoption. However, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to say adopted children, we would like to limit it to a certain extent in which anybody which has a history of in being up for adoption itself, as long as they have been in an adoption center or put up for adoption during their past experience or their early years in their life, we will consider them in this scope of this debate. And we would like to limit this debate to first world democratic countries where technology is very advanced, where they can have tracing systems of the adopted child's family line. And we would like to say that we will only give the right for adopted children to actually choose to whether they want to find out their biological parents after the age of 16, where we believe that these children then would be able to handle the emotional stress, and when they are mature enough to when they are mature enough to actually make the decisions for themselves. So ladies and gentlemen, what I'll be speaking on today is that we believe that these children over here have the right to know who their parents is. And while my second speaker is speaking about filling up the emotional scar that was left behind by the parents. The issue today, ladies and gentlemen, is the opposition today would have to prove to us what is so wrong about these adopted children to know their biological parents. We feel that in a democratic country where freedom of choice is very important, where they emphasize on the fact that all human beings should be treated equally, then why should we deprive this child of the right to actually choose to know his or her biological parents?
Point, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you prove that there is no harm between the meetings of these parents, the real parents, and their child?
Sir, that's why we say that we put it after the age of 16, the choice whether they want to find out their biological parents, because we believe at that age, the child will be more mature, will be able to handle the emotional stress during these meetings. Therefore, we are limiting only for children above the age of 16. Coming back into my point, I say that freedom of choice in a democratic country is very important because they treat all humans equally. They believe that they have the same human rights. Then why are we actually depriving of this child in this right? Because now in status quo, it's optional only. The child has the right to know about his or her parentage, where he or her came from, why did he or her get abandoned, and why the parents. Yes, sir.
Can you prove that this right is really needed in our society today, as you said, in a first world democratic country?
Yes, sir. I already mentioned to you, the child has the right to know about his or her parentage. Moreover, ladies and gentlemen, I already said that freedom of choice is very important. We treat everybody fairly and equally in a democratic country. Therefore, we should not deprive the child of this right at all. Therefore, and it's also under the right to know, we believe that it is also wrong to actually deceive the child. As what I have already mentioned, after the age of 16, the child is mature and is able to handle the emotional stress during these meetings. So therefore, we believe that the child has the right to know too. And from the point of knowledge, the child then can make his or her decision, which will be respected by the foster parents. Therefore, to sum up, ladies and gentlemen, I have spoken to you today about why we believe the adopted children should have the right to know, because in a democratic country, freedom of choice is very important. The child has the right to know about his or her parentage, her parentage, and the reasons why they are being abandoned. And moreover, we believe that it is wrong to deceive the child, as the child is mature enough to make his or her own decisions. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we believe that this motion must stand. Thank you.